Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of our Pokemon Violet Wonderlocke. I hope you guys are doing well today. I am really excited to jump into this episode. I actually haven't recorded this series for over a week, partially because I actually have my daughter for a couple extra days this week on my own. And so I ended up having to take a couple days and just spend some time with her. And honestly, guys, it was the best. I'll be honest, yesterday was the first day I didn't have her. It was a little weird. It was like, in a crazy way, it was slightly depressing. And I kind of hated that. But we really did. I mean, she and I had an absolute blast just kind of hanging out together. And I can't wait for this weekend because we're going to have a blast too. We're going to spend a lot of time together. And it's going to be great. So, guys, the goal for today, I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about a couple other things. We'll jump into that. But the goal for today, I think we can take on the next gym leader, which is Ryme, and that is in Montenevera. It's in that city. Then that one. But to do that, I want to make sure we are well trained up. Now, we did add Sylveon to the squad in between episodes here. That's actually going to be really crucial for us. It is level 50, which means it's actually usable and like perfectly great. It is a shiny Sylveon, if I'm not mistaken, which is kind of crazy. And so I'm actually really excited to use that. But in particular, our Azumarill is still low leveled in comparison to the rest of the team. So with level 42 as the level cap, we've got a couple Pokemon that are still kind of sitting under that, as you can kind of tell there. And we'll actually take a look at the team after this real quick. But there's still a handful of Pokemon that are still below where we need them to be. In particular, Mamoswine, excuse me, Rillaboom is actually going to be pretty important for us with some dark type moves. Charizard is also obviously just a great Pokemon. Azumarill is definitely sitting at a lower level, but Sylveon is actually at level 50, as I said. And it is a hacked mon, unfortunately. But it's a very good hacked mon, and it is below the level cap, so we got to keep it, which is incredible. So we are just gonna kind of make some forward progress today. We may not get all the way to the gym. I would love to, but again, I want to make sure that our team, at the very least, is kind of well positioned against these opposing ghost type Pokemon that we will be facing, because the team is ghost type for this one. Which could be a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll definitely do the best we can. And I feel like, you know, we're in a really good place with this run. We've had a really good time with it thus far. I'm really excited. I think we're kind of not nearing the end game by any means, but we're really getting a good ways through pretty quickly, which is kind of incredible. And so I'm feeling really good about it. I'm excited. I think this is just going to be one of my favorite runs that we've ever done. And so far, it clearly has been, which is awesome. Get the para right off the bat. Charizard just doing its thing. I love it. All right, so what was I? Oh, yes, I was going to mention shorts. So I don't remember, excuse me, also getting over a cold. I'm so sorry. That's really gross. Also, so I wanted to talk about shorts. I don't recall if I really mentioned it previously in this series or not. But something that I'm kind of doing for, at the very least, a short-term solution, because I was finding myself getting really behind and really overwhelmed, specifically with shorts, just being that they take a lot more effort than you would think. I really like doing shorts Nuzlocks, so please understand, like, I don't want to just get rid of them by any means, but I do kind of want to be conscious of the fact that they just take a very long time. And so what I am doing currently is highlighting content, or highlighting, I should say, long form content. And so I'm using this as an opportunity for us to highlight some of the stuff that's happening in both the Violet Nuzlocke and then, or this series, the Violet Wonderlocke, and then of course the Radical Red Hardcore Nuzlocke as well. And so basically I'm trading off highlighting things from each series. And honestly, I think it's kind of going really well. I like those. I think they're really fun. It's also not doubling up on content recording because it's recordings that are already done. And so there's a lot to like about those. They're also a little more fun to edit because you kind of get some variety in there. So there's a little bit more intricate stuff going on there that I think is actually just more fun. But all that to say, I really just want to focus up on getting really far ahead and pushing the long form content as much as possible right now, and then using that the shorts and some of the social media content as more supportive elements to what is going on in these long form series. So I'm kind of shifting a little bit away from the shorts Nuzlocks. Now, I say that with I'm going to backtrack slightly and saying that that's not necessarily true forever, because I do really like doing the shorts Nuzlocks. I think they're somewhat unique. Obviously, I know a lot of people do them, but truly a dedicated shorts Nuzlocke is a little bit unique. And that if you're just watching on social media, you can get all the highlights. You don't miss anything. Like, I think it's kind of unique and it's fun. It really is fun. It's just simply a lot of effort and time that unfortunately I don't always have. And so in light of being very conscious of that, that's why I am kind of taking the opportunity to, this is kind of convenient. I didn't even realize this opens up a new fly spot for us. I am going to take the opportunity and just be working towards highlighting some of this long form content as I do get ahead towards the end of this year. Now, focusing up later on into 2025, I do have a couple of feelers out for in particular, some collaboration efforts. I mean it when I say that something I really do want to accomplish is a collaboration series, whether that be like a one-shot video or a series of one-shot videos with different content creators, or perhaps a true, oh, that's a Pokemon. Or perhaps a true Soul Link Nuzlocke, which is really, I think at the end of the day, my number one goal. I'd love to do a Soul Link. I think it'd be such a blast to get somebody else in on it, and show off that collaboration in the Poke community, especially at our level. And by our level, I mean the level that I am at, which is not that crazy or high level. Like, we have a phenomenal, wow, I cannot speak. We have an incredible community of about 2,250-ish people. Depending on when this goes out, I don't really know what that number will look like, but at the moment, like, we don't have, it's not a giant community. It's a well curated community in the sense that we've got incredible people, very supportive, very positive. But like, I want to find other people with similar communities that we can work together to cross over, hopefully get some crossover in terms of, you know, followers, subscribers, those kinds of things, of course. But more than that, I want to use this as an opportunity to keep building that positive community. And I think to do that, we have to seek out really people at the similar like level as us, but also of course with good positive communities. And I think there's a lot of really incredible very talented content creators that like just don't get a huge spotlight because we're all kind of in that lower level. Like, we're not the Shady Penguins of the world, and that's no ill will at all, of course, towards Shady Penguin. For like 2 seconds, I thought that was shiny, and I was really stoked. All that means is like those are goals that I want to get to, and right now we just aren't there. And so that's still like definitely something I want to focus up on, and really do my best to get a collaboration in the works. I just think it'd be really fun. I really do. I think it would be really fun. I think it'd be a really helpful thing for the channel. And it's something different, for me at least. I generally don't do collaboration efforts because I've not really had the opportunity to do them at this point. And so I want that. I really do want that. But we will see how things go. For now, obviously, guys, we are focusing up on the 2 current challenges that we have. And I think they're going really well. I'm really excited to see where both this and Radical Red end up. And then really what happens after that, because I haven't really planned ahead all that far. Aside from obviously finishing up these runs, like, I don't really know what we're going to do next. Maybe that's a conversation we can start having now, and then I can kind of plan for it a bit better as we move forward here, because I would love to know specifically what kinds of content you guys are interested in seeing, or like what games you're interested in seeing, or even what Nuzlocke variants you're interested in seeing. I played around with the idea of doing an egg lock. I still think that's a really fun idea. It's just a lot more setup, and therefore it's a little tricky to just pull off very quickly. And so I kind of had to push that one off as much as I didn't want to. And then really, like, aside from that, like, I had some ideas of like a pack lock where we can only use Pokemon that we pick up in packs, which I still think is kind of a fun idea as well. But you know, it's just tricky sometimes to get some new stuff going. And so there's a lot of goals that I want to attain here, guys. There's a lot of things I want to do. All that to say, it's going to take a lot of effort, as with anything, but it's a blast. It's so fun. All right, let's actually do a Terra Raid Den. And then honestly, guys, we might just straight up head for, what is this Pokemon? Oh, it's the little monkey guy. I forget its name, but it's not a Rangaroo. That's something totally different. Yeah, we'll just go Charizard. But this will be good because we can target with experience candies our Azumarill. Which will be really nice. We kind of need to get that thing leveled up a little bit here, so we can be ready for what's coming next. There we go. All right, let's do it. Also worth noting, I know we've been exploring a lot at the beginning of this episode. It's been about 10-12 minutes, somewhere in there. We have not hit a new area yet as far as encounters go. I know we had kind of a hard time with an encounter in the previous episode, which really hurt, but it's fine. We're good. Let's just flamethrower this thing. I don't see this as being a terribly difficult battle, so we should be okay. It's gonna scary face. That's annoying, but fine. Ideally, we get a burn on this thing. That'd be awesome. It's gonna Rock Smash, which does very little, thankfully. There we go. That's a good chunk of damage. We're just gonna keep flamethrower, man. Brick Break, also not very good. Simian. I don't know why I couldn't think of that name. That's like a semi-forgettable Pokemon in my repertoire of Pokemon. I like it. Like, it's actually a pretty cool looking Pokemon. I think it's actually a pretty cool design, but I never have used a Pissimian. Sort of like a Rangaroo. I feel like those two are in the same vein for me. A Rangaroo we did have, or do have, I should say, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think we had to restart. We did have an Rangaroo in Pokemon Radical Red, which I did use for a short time. It wasn't super great, if I'm honest. All right, Pissimian fainted, fantastic. That is a few extra experience candies in the pocket, guys. That's gonna be huge for, obviously we can't catch this, but that's gonna be huge for some of our Pokemon here. Very good. So honestly, guys, we can just straight up fly to the gym battle, if I'm honest. We already made it to the city, so we did that. We accomplished that in the previous episode, which was smart because now we're not wasting time, you know, having to actually get there. The only reason I was doing any of this was to level up some team members here. So let's get Azumarill just kind of as up as we can. Aqua Ring. I'm gonna say no. Honestly, that's like we got a pretty solid Azumarill here. All right. Honestly, guys, let's just give it a shot. Yeah, there we go. So also, if we do accomplish this, I want to look 45. So 55 becomes the level cap, which is kind of crazy. I would love, absolutely love to get the level cap up and to secure another gym badge today. That'd be really good. Let's see, who do we have out front? I think this is correct. Although Icy Wind is up first, so maybe not. Maybe it's you. We haven't used Sylveon yet at all. But we do have to consider what Pokemon Ryme has here, which is Bayonet, Mimikyu, Houndstone, and Ghost Terra Toxtricity. And so we are definitely going to have an interesting time of this. One thing we can do also, I know I kind of said I wouldn't be doing this, and we still may not. I might do it even off camera, just because it kind of takes a little while. A lucky egg. Oh, that's actually awesome. But one thing we could potentially do is throw or go to biology class. I think it's biology class. Let's actually put that lucky egg on a zoom reel here. I want to say it's biology class, and in doing that, we actually get the opportunity to, we actually really should be looking at some of these, like, I'm just going to give this to Sylveon. Now Sylveon can basically sweep, maybe? I don't know. That's kind of crazy. I'm also, I don't know the ability, well, we'll be fine. But we can actually get the free encounter from class, which does count. Like, that technically is a static encounter, so we should be able to actually get that and then be able to trade that off, but we'll see. Show us a okay, so we just have to battle, which is great. That's easy enough. I'm glad we led with Sylveon. Head to the concert stage. You got it. Let's go. Honestly, guys, it feels weird to be recording just because it has been like kind of a while. I worked really hard getting ahead, which was great, but then I sort of like, because I was off for a couple days with my little one and that kind of stuff, like I just didn't really think about recording, and I missed it, absolutely. But it just feels a little strange getting back to it now because I haven't been in a while. Also, I've had a little bit of a little depression bout lately. And I hate that, but it's a lot to do with the weather change and the time change. This happens every year, but it's just like cold and rainy out, in particular today. And it just kind of, I don't know, it gets me in a weird mood where I feel very like just apathetic about things. And in particular, I don't feel as motivated. And part of me trying to get ahead was countering that a little bit. But, you know, right now it's a little like I need to convince myself to sit down and do things. But once I get there, like, I'm great. I have to get there first, and sometimes it's a little tricky. So we just get to Shadow Ball everything. I'm just gonna Ice Fang this Shuppet. Oh, it turned away. It's too high leveled. Oh no. Oh no. So it got Cute Charm. I thought we'd be able to use that. That's a bit of a problem. All right, well, we're just gonna have to do the best we can here. I'm gonna Ice Shard the Shuppet just to get it out quick. Huh. Don't love that. Sylveon for 10. Oh no. Guys, we're in trouble. We can't use Sylveon. I mean, we don't really have another Pokemon to utilize here. But this definitely changes the way we handle this battle. Oh, that's such a problem. Can it attack our own Pokemon? That's what I'm worried about. It's just not even gonna. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. All right, 42 on Charizard, that's huge. And we did defeat the trainer, that's also huge. So, I'm not sure that we make a party swap. Only because I don't really know who else we'd throw in that could actually be useful. But I do think we change the item up here and throw it on somebody else. So we do get healed up there, that's good. I don't love this. We actually, guys, I know I said 2,250 subs. We were at 2,249. We just hit 2,250. Congratulations. Thank you guys so much. You guys being here is incredible. So thank you all. I mean, more than anything, it means the world to me that you guys are here. So thank you guys so much. That's absolutely incredible. I'm gonna hit the, it's gonna hex us. That's fine. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Oh, we do get the Shadow Ball off. So, I mean, there's like, I wonder what the chances of that are. I don't know. I have no clue. Mamoswine also getting quite a few levels in this like entry battle. So this is actually huge. It avoided the attack. Really? We should probably swap Mamoswine out here. Not that I think Mischievous is really going to do too much, but just for the simple fact that, I don't know, we're fine, right? It is level 40, but I'm just going to try for it. And we get the Shadow Ball off. Okay, that, I mean, we'll definitely take it out. Between Metronome, the attack raising, like there's no way we weren't going to take that out. Nice. Azumarill's still way behind in levels, but you know, honestly, it is what it is. So we have basically 2 not super usable Pokemon. Or I should say 1.5. Is this? All right, let's do it. Look at this. That's so cool. We get to fight the MC. I love that. All right. Let's see how it goes, guys. Sableye and Drifblim. So this is actually a great matchup for us, especially with the Drifblim on that side. Because, I mean, literally we just... I'm gonna Moonblast here. And then I'm gonna Ice Shard the Drifblim just for the priority. And that does a good chunk. That's great. Sylveon won't obey. Good. Oh no. Wow. Okay. Hey, that was pretty cool little strat there. All right, Sylveon no longer can leave and is also leveled up even more. So that's good. Oh no. I'm a little nervous now. This has turned into a stressful episode. I thought, honestly, guys, this was gonna be just like a pretty easy sweep here, but we'll do the best we can. I'm gonna Ice Fang here. We get the Moonblast off. That might just do it, yeah. Fantastic. All right. Well, here's to hoping. And a couple more levels for some of the team members here. So, in particular with Corviknight leveling up, I feel a little bit better because while it is going to be a little weak to a couple of these Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken, it does actually have a Dark type move, so we should be able to utilize that a little bit. I mean, the other option is we just run Sylveon and hope for the best. Excuse me. All right. The only good news is, like, Bayonet does have Icy Wind here, but it's not Stab. And its special attack is 83, which is fine, but not, like, incredible. All right, here is Ryme, everybody. Look how badass she looks. That's so sick. This music, guys. Oh my gosh. I forgot how cool this is. I love this game. It's such a blast. All right, so we have to go let the lobby know that we passed. That's totally fine. We should very quickly. Let's go heal up. Let's take a peek at the team and see what exactly we do want to lead with, because I think it changes now. So Bayonet is the lead. It does have Insomnia, so it can't be put to sleep, but it does have Icy Wind, Sucker Punch, and Shadow Sneak. So 2 priority moves, which is kind of interesting. As far as like its damage output, its physical attack is way higher than its special attack. So the only Pokemon I'm like, what am I worried about, I guess is my question. Like, part of me just wants to go here and knock off every single thing. But I'm worried in particular with the Icy Wind, how much that could do. I don't know. I kind of am not that concerned about it. So I'm gonna take this. Whoops. I'm gonna change the held item here. I kind of want to give this the metronome. Is that crazy? Whoops. Because now I could just straight up. Ooh, but the Mimikyu might be a problem. I don't know, guys. We're just gonna try it. We're just gonna try it. As long as we get through the Bayonet, Rillaboom will be fine. And I have a sneaking suspicion we can at the very least live one Icy Wind. I might be wrong, but we'll see. The speed lowering is definitely not ideal, but you know, what are you gonna do? All right, let's do it. What time are we at? 25 minutes? This might just be perfect. Might be a slightly longer episode, but that's fine. Yo, yo, what's up? Ryme! Here we go. This music is so sick. Do they actually battle? What's happening here? Mimikyu is a little scary to me. Oh, rap battle. Her eyes are ridiculous. I feel like this is hilarious. Picture this like out of context. This like bad A rapper on stage is like, yo, I need somebody to rap battle me. And then a dude in tiny purple shorts is like, all right, let's go. I mean, like, what? All right, let's go for it. I do love the like epic snow. Like there's like a blizzard feel going on. It's just so sick. This game is so awesome. Let's go, Ryme. Here we go. This is the big one, guys. This could be a really interesting gym battle. It is the double. We know that. That's fine. All right. So, what's the move here? Mimikyu does have Disguise up. That's a little not great. Nope, not what I meant. Let's knock off Bayonet. I'm gonna Ice Shard the Mimikyu and break Disguise. All right, Ice Shard obviously is gonna hit first. Disguise is broken. I think that's really important. Knockoff is gonna come through next, so speed-wise, we are now Icy Wind, I assume, is gonna happen, but yeah, there's the Icy Wind. It's kind of okay. It's not great, but it's fine. All right. So here's my question. Can we just Ice Shard and take Bayonet out? What is your defense? 65. So not high. Our attack rose. That's actually huge. Okay. Again, guys, remember we can use healing items, things like that in battle if we so choose. So no huge stress there. I kind of want to Trailblaze and get our speed up. Is that crazy? It's probably better just to like... I'm gonna Ice Fang and hope we just take this thing out. There's the Slash, that's fine. Icy Wind again, lowering our speed once more. Definitely don't love that. Okay. So now we're gonna knock off on the Mimikyu. That does a good chunk. The Metronome really coming in handy there. That's great. And perfect, we get that off too. Okay, so Bayonet is out. That's huge. That just means no more lowering speed. And no more super effective moves on, in particular, our Rillaboom. Now, if I heal, I think we break Metronome, which is a little not great. But I think it might just be the best play. We can also Ice Shard this Mimikyu, I think. Huh. Or we can do this. What is it? It's just gonna slash, right? Like, there's not a whole lot it can do. So I'm gonna Hyper Potion up here. I don't want to break knockoff Metronome, so I'm healing on the Mamoswine's turn, which I think means that we get to keep. I don't love that. Phantom Force, please don't do too much. Yep. Oh, it vanishes. Oh gosh, it's a 2-turn attack. Of course it vanishes. That was really stupid. All right, but we are back up to full. Our speed rose. Okay, I mean, I'll take that. We definitely have to swap out this Mamoswine here. There's just nothing we can do about that. I'm gonna still hit that Houndstone. So electric is gonna be coming out. Maybe we just heal up. I think that's the move. I don't think this Phantom Force is gonna do like a crazy amount. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it does have quite a bit on the attack end of things. There's the Phantom Force. I did a good chunk. It wasn't like crazy though. So knockoff is gonna do a chunk here to Houndstone. It's gonna just take it out. Wow. Okay. So Houndstone is out. We can now Ice Shard the Mimikyu pretty much freely and then just knock off this Toxtricity. Toxtricity is gonna outspeed, I believe, everything, obviously aside from Ice Shard. It has Discharge, it has, I think it's Hex, and then Hyper Voice. All right, so definitely just gonna straight up knock off here, and then I'm gonna Ice Shard this Mimikyu. I wasn't really that worried about the Mimikyu because it's not hitting very hard, but now it's definitely the right time to take it out if we can hopefully do that with this, this Ice Shard. Yeah, this is a slightly longer episode as well. Sorry, guys. All right, let's do it. So here's the Terra. We obviously knew this was going to happen. It is going to be Terra Ghost. Discharge obviously isn't that good. It's not very effective against either of our Pokemon and actually doesn't even work against Mamoswine. Hex is fine because it is Stab, but we're not Statist. And then Hyper Voice is just kind of Hyper Voice. So, I mean, it is a special attacking Mon. This could do some damage. Oh, Azumarill wants to learn Rain Dance. I'm going to say no for now. There's the Hyper Voice. It does hit both of us for pretty tough damage, but Knockoff does come in, gets the one-shot. Come on. That Metronome, I think, made a huge difference. Knockoff is not that strong of a move, so that was great. Got a level as well on our Mamoswine here. Guys, I'm feeling great about this. That was huge. I think we played that fairly well. I think that was a smart one. We really didn't have the best switch-ins for some of these mons. So considering that, I think we did a really good job, guys. Well done. Look at that. That is another mark in Victory Road. That's huge. And again, guys, this means be easier to catch Pokemon and they'll listen to what you have to say. So still not going to work very well, but that's fine. Shadow Ball TM is huge. So that is gym badge number 6 for us. That means only 2 more left, which is crazy to think. That is incredible. Let's mark this one as a win, guys. That is huge. Love it. Defeated her. All right. So Hassel is just gonna kind of hang out with us for 2 seconds here. That's fine. That's good. All right. Dude, I can't believe we are like kind of running through this game, guys. I love it. Very good. All right, we are gonna save right here in the lobby for the next episode. Guys, we did it. We got another gym badge. Obviously, Sylveon is going to be a bit of a problem child for a little while, and Azumarill definitely needs to get leveled up. But in the next episode, we do have the Iron Treads in Asado Desert, who I think is going to be our next big challenge. It's definitely a big challenge, but I think we'll be okay against it. I don't think it has anything too crazy. So it is level 45, meaning we are a little under level with some of our mons. I'd like to try and get some levels on some of these guys. So we'll probably get some, trainer battles in there on the way. But aside from that, guys, we're just going to continue on, hopefully getting some new encounters shortly. I think we can start to unlock a few once we've beaten Iron Treads. So that's definitely the goal first. So wish us luck, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me on this longer episode. And I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Until then,